now, live from the Neverland Theatre, your host, Gary Starr.
Stage 2. Screen.
Hello, a very good evening to you. Welcome to Stage 2 Stream for tonight's edition, live with some fabulous guests and, of course, much more top banter with myself and Right Hand Ruthie. Hope you're well. Have you been? Have you had a good day? I'm hoping so. Yes, tonight we are streaming live, as I did say, from the Neverland Theatre in the heart of Skeg, Vegas. How very exciting. Yes. Well, I hope you're well. We're gonna find out what's happening this evening because it's a good night tonight. We've got guests. Hurrah! Yes. Live tonight on Stage to Stream TV. Magic and Illusionists, Jay and Joss. Plus live chat and get your questions in now with your hosts Gary Starr and Right Hand Ruthie. It's all happening tonight right here on Very, very exciting indeed. Magic and Illusion this evening. Oh, yes, I'm excited about this one. So, hope you've had a good day. Before we start, once again, what we need to do is share this stream wherever you are, whatever you're doing right now. Share it far and wide to your friends and much, much more. I've been told off 3 times today by people saying I'm spamming their chat by sharing this on their groups. Who'd have thought it? I just thought we were doing something nice for free, but there you go. Apparently it's advertising. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. So what we need you to do is share it to those pages for me because then it's not spamming. Well, it's not me spamming anyway. Anyway, so spam, like, share, do whatever. Follow this page if you haven't already done so. And of course, get involved in the chat this evening because that's what it's about. It's about getting people together, talking about all things entertainment and much, much more. Yes. So let's find out. My cohort, my partner in crime. It's the one and only Right Hand Ruthie. Hello.
Right hand Ruthie, right hand Ruthie.
Right Hand Ruthie. Yes.
Special processed American meat.
Explain.
Spam.
Oh, okay, good.
That's what it
Well
stands
done.
for. That's what it stands for.
Well, you know what that is, don't you?
It's Ruth's fun fact of the day.
She's already spamming the chat with her spam. Her American processed meat fact of the day. There we go. Here she is, without a fact of the day. Hello, Ruthie. How are you?
Hello. All right.
Oh, how are you? You good? Are you good?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, right now,
Yeah.
I am on stage2stream.tv.
Yes, you are, and it's exciting, isn't it? We've got an
It is.
exciting evening this evening.
It's exciting because we not only have we got one guest, there's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them as
2.
one guest.
I know.
I'm excited.
Magical.
I know. Yeah. I mean, last night was good.
The hell was it?
Well, it was good, yeah. But, you know, it was fun. We
I
had
enjoyed
fun.
myself.
We had fun, and that's what it's about. We're amusing ourselves and hopefully other people out there as well in the world of the real world.
Yeah.
Good. So before we start this evening, if people want to get social with us tonight, how do they get involved?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
So am I.
So if you want to get social tonight, all you have to do is head on over to stage2stream.tv on Facebook. Head into the comments and say hello. You can put anything you like in. No, actually don't. Keep it. Just do something. Write something nice.
Keep it clean.
That's what I meant.
Keep it clean.
Write something nice in there. Give me a wave or, something. Anyway, or send me a message to my inbox or alternatively, catch me on my phone.
What's that number, Ruthie?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked. It's up here.
07510.
That's right.
Followed by 891.
And some more.
Then 005. Let's get social.
What was that number again?
That's 07510.
Of course.
Followed by 891. Then 005.
Almost learned that number there.
Nearly.
No, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chris North, hello. Hope you're well out there.
Hello.
Ah, nice to see you. And, of course, everyone else that's joining us this evening. So what have you been doing today, Ruthie? Anything exciting?
Yeah, bits and bobs, this and that. Yeah. Emails. Booking.
Good.
Do you know what? I've been booking lots of people in, actually.
We're fully booked next week, aren't we?
I know. What's that about?
Already. That is crazy. And also, I've spoke to 5 people now today who have said, I want to come on. So we could be fully booked now for the next couple of weeks, which is good.
That'd be nice. You're bashing the door down next.
Well, as long as it's the back door. So, what have you been doing today?
Well, I've just told you. Booking lots of people in, lots of emails.
I know, but you got to be doing other things. You normally do.
Pretty much that.
Okay.
Well, all the usual bits as well. Yeah, that's kind of it.
It was good banter yesterday, wasn't it?
I enjoyed myself.
I did too.
Good. I'm just going to pop into the
Chat.
Yeah. Beverly Charles. Hi, Beverly. She's got the hiccups.
Excellent.
She wants to know what's the best remedy to get rid of them. I said dangle upside down and recite the alphabet backwards. Have you done that, Beverly? How did it go?
I've never done that.
Do you know what? I struggle doing the alphabet backwards.
I struggle
always the
doing it
end
forward
bit.
at this time of night.
That was the end bit. Anyway, let's have a little look. Who else we got? Harry Stedman. Harry's being a bit naughty tonight.
Why?
He's on a university lecture.
Right?
He's got us on mute. So
Yeah,
he's
but
reading
is
the
he on a
subtitles.
university lecture on Zoom and then watching us at the same time? Because, that's not
think
being
so.
naughty. You could have Emmerdale on if you wished on the other side
Mm.
and you could still be pretending to pay attention. I do it all the time. I mean, right now I'm watching TV while listening to this rubbish.
Well, there you go. Although he's now got to rely on the subtitles, so goodness knows what we're going to come out with.
True story.
Yeah.
Steve Hewlett's just jumped in and said boo.
Thanks for the hiccups.
Yeah, that's for the hiccups, not
Oh,
thanks.
right. Yeah, that's for the hiccups.
He didn't get hiccups and then go boo. He wasn't booing Beverly because it was contagious and he caught them. That would be ridiculous.
Well, it could have. No, it wouldn't have.
Yeah, it wouldn't work. He was saying that's for the hiccups. Hello, David Burton. Hello.
David.
Hope you're well, my friend. Hope it's all going well down south, wherever you are. It's south because it's below Skegness, so
Well, no, it is very south.
it's very south,
It's
isn't
on the
it?
south coast, isn't it?
Well, then it's very south.
I've just seen David Burton's status. He's had a very good day.
Has he?
Well done, you.
What's happened?
Well, he's just put some jobs in and chatting to people. It's very good. He's been
very good.
guest lecturing. Oh, busy boy.
Can you just look forward
Well
and
done,
open your eyes really wide? Hold on. That's fine. I just the camera changes and we sort of mould into each other.
What?
Sebastian Foray or Foray. Hello. Hope you're well. Is it Foray or Foray?
Why did I have to open my eyes really big?
Because I was moulding the camera change, so it went from me to you, but we were both looking forward, staring forwards.
Ah.
I want to hope that Sebastian is Sebastian Foray.
Right. Why?
Well, because it sounds cool. It's a cool name, isn't it?
Well, it
Sebastian Foray.
Well, yeah.
Like Ferrero Rocher.
And that's not how it's spelled.
Anyway, good. Ricky Gould, hello.
Hello, Ricky.
Last night's banter was great. You're right.
Ah,
It was great, and that's a fact.
there you go.
Almost as interesting as
Steel drums are our favourite drum.
True Story.
It just gets better every time. Listen,
Hmm.
do you know what I was going to... I was supposed to talk about this last night, and
Go
I
on.
didn't, because for some reason I might have got sidetracked.
Mm.
I don't know if any of you out there were with us, not last night, or... No, the night before. So what was that?
Good story, Ruth.
What day is
Carry
it
on.
today? Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. If any of you were with us on Tuesday, I know some of you were. I remember we had the conversation about the weird dreams and the Ferrero Rocher and the rhinos and everything. Anyway,
Right.
and my friend Lauren,
Hmm.
she was in my dream doing cartwheels on the lawn, and I messaged her to say, we're conducting an experiment. Were you dreaming about me running past from a submarine with the bubble hat on?
Yeah.
Anyway, and she replied and said no. Afterwards, I caught up with her a little bit more.
Right.
Do you know what? This is when it gets weird.
Go on.
Have you got some spooky music?
Don't listen. Surprise me in rehearsal, not on a live show.
We don't have a rehearsal.
Well,
What's
how am I
that?
supposed to find live music?
Oh, you normally do. You found underscores yesterday.
Oh, right. Well, can you just build it for 10 seconds? Oh, actually, Sebastian Foray said, yes, that's right, Gary. So we're going with Sebastian Foray.
Yeah, it's like hooray.
Yeah, because you could go Sebastian Foray, which would be,
No.
that would be a bit common, wouldn't it, if you said it like that? But if you go, hello, Sebastian Foray, that is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going with that. And Sebastian's said that's good. Also, Liza, I'm going with Liza because it's got a Z in it. Probably done that wrong. Liza Bex, it could be Lisa, but I'm going with Liza Bex. Nice and slick filming here with the text transitions too.
Oh, you can come again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
very nice.
And Sarah Leach, hello from Brighton.
Hello to Brighton.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, new friends.
People from all over the UK.
That's exciting.
I know.
Have you got my spooky music yet?
Well, I want to say spooky, not really spooky.
What have you got? Anything good?
I can do something, but
Well, whilst you're doing that,
Because we've obviously got some new people listening.
okay.
So I did sort of explain it a little bit then. But I probably should go into a bit more depth.
Well, just go with it, and I'll
do you
play.
think? Oh, that's...
Oh,
That could work.
what about this?
No.
Oh, I know what I've got.
Like Twilight music.
No, I know what I've got.
Not
Right.
from the rubbish vampire film, not that.
What rubbish vampire film?
Twilight.
No, do you know what I've got?
What?
Somewhere on here, right? Just keep chatting. Right, if I go into my horror plays, because I have to play. The problem I have, right, is you can't spring this on me. I have to play music that is licensed, because otherwise we get in trouble. However, I've got this music, which is mine,
That's perfect.
from Mary. Tell us the story, Ruth.
Now listen. I'm going to get a bit closer because it makes my voice a bit deeper.
I'll give you some echo.
Thank you. Not too much.
Okay,
Just a smidge.
just a bit.
Just a bit. Now listen. I was conducting an experiment as to whether when you're asleep and you dream of
You've got
somebody
no
else.
echo. I've got echo. Oh, okay, right, okay, go.
I was conducting an experiment as to whether when you're asleep and you dream of someone in your dream, are they too dreaming of you, but in their own dream?
Nice.
The day before yesterday, I had a strange dream that I ran from a submarine wearing a bobble hat to a grand house. But in front of this grand house was a lawn. Upon the lawn was a good friend of mine, Lauren. She was doing forward flips, back flips, and cartwheels. Tuesday evening, I
Right,
thought
go on.
I'll send her a message live on air.
Yeah.
As I was bullied by everybody in the chat to do so.
Come on.
I asked Lauren, did you dream that I ran past you from a submarine wearing a bobble hat whilst you were doing cartwheels on the lawn? And she said, no.
Is that it?
No!
Oh, okay. There's
That was
more
the-
to this.
That was the backstory. Put
Well,
the
can
music
you hurry
back
up?
on. I will.
Okay,
Right.
go.
Now listen. Where was I? I've forgotten.
I don't know. I've lost the will to live.
Ah.
It's good banter, though.
Anyway,
Go on.
after the show,
Yeah,
I chatted a bit more with Lauren.
quick.
Oh, get in there. Don't rush me. This is the good part.
Okay.
And she said, sorry, if I'd realised you were live on air, probably would have made my answer a little bit more exciting. I said, not to worry. She said, however, this is very odd. The night in question where you say
You dreamt of me. She said, I couldn't actually sleep that night. And I've always wondered that if you can't sleep, does that mean you're awake in somebody else's dream?
Are you awake in somebody else's dream?
weird, right? That's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, it was a spooky story, Ruth, and one I'm sure we'll all think about for the rest of the evening.
Yeah, but weird, right? Because I've heard people say that before. You know, like if you
Yeah.
can't sleep, you're awake in someone else's dream, and now we have proof.
There you go.
I mean, it's
It's a spooky story, and do you know what sort of spooky story that is, Ruth?
what?
Would you like to know?
I would
It is.
keep it clean.
No, it is.
It's Ruth's fun fact of the day.
It's Ruth's fun fact of the day.
Well, again,
Yes.
it's not really a fact; it's just a story.
Good. It's a very interesting story, and one I think we'll all be thinking about for at least the next 2.5 minutes until we welcome our guests on. Speaking of which, it's almost time. But thanks, Ruth. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you this evening. We'll be back chatting to you, Right Hand Ruthie, very shortly indeed. But it's almost time for our guest this evening. A bit of magic and illusion, yes, indeed. Before that, let's take a quick look at what they do. This is Jay and Joss.
For over 10 years, we've been entertaining audiences all over the world. You'd usually only get a chance to see our show on board cruise ships, at conferences when we perform our after-dinner show, and in theatres until now. For the very first time, we're bringing our theatre show live to you. Forget the dodgy green screen backgrounds. Don't worry about crackly audio connection.
And rid of the low-resolution webcams with choppy internet.
Using state-of-the-art technology, we've transformed part of our warehouse into a live studio theatre.
So you can get the best seat in the house while enjoying our brand new interactive show.
Jay and Joss live.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into StageToStream.tv. It is Jay and Joss live. How are you, my friends? Are you well?
Really good, thank you. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. This is so exciting. Look at this.
I know, I'm excited too because you have great sound, great backdrop. This is wonderful. We're going to talk very shortly indeed about your show, and we have to keep this quick tonight because you actually have a sold out show online tonight, which we're going to talk about shortly. But let's find about you guys first of all. So Jay, let's talk to you first of all. Tell us a bit about you and how you got into this magical world.
So I started off by getting a magic set when I was younger, practiced all the tricks, started performing at family parties. That people at that party wanted to see magic, people at that party wanted to see magic. It almost sort of spiraled off really quick, and I wasn't performing for family anymore. I guess that's kind of how it starts for a lot of people. And it soon very quickly became who am I performing for? Where are we going with this? And yeah, that's kind of where it went, to be honest. Mostly with close-up stuff, not necessarily with stage. And then stage has always been kind of a passion, and close-up is kind of the day-to-day magic, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's good, and a lot of people do kind of get into this, into your sort of your industry, as it were, with the magic set. Did that happen with you, Joss?
Yeah, so I did ask for box sets a lot at Christmas from my granddad. It's quite a cliche story there with the grandpa doing, the cheesy tricks with silks and stuff like that. So yeah, I used to ask for the Marvin's Magic box sets at Christmas, and each year I'd ask for more and more, and then the tricks would slowly become a little bit more grown up, although they're still magic tricks. So, it's always going to be, I'm always going to be a child at heart. But yeah, over years I just do more and more and got into it more and more, and it took over really.
So as a double act, how did you two meet?
So I bought an illusion off of Jay about
2014.
Wow, there you
I
go.
looked up
He
the other
knows.
day.
There you go. Yeah, I bought a prop. It was a prop you put like someone in, an assistant, and you basically cut them in half and put all the different blades in and some tubes.
Amazing.
Split it up and spin it around. And I always thought that was quite a cool prop. Jamie was selling it, and I was like, oh, okay. So I bought this illusion, and then time passed. We actually then didn't speak to each other
Lost contact for ages.
for a long
years.
time after that. And then
We met again via a mutual friend at a magic convention of all
Yes.
places.
exactly, how cool are we?
And we
So-
sort of spoke every now and again between
course,
then.
there was
But
the
we were
odd
sort
message.
of we were acquaintances that sort of you saw a new show reel posted online. It was good show reel. We should catch up soon, but nothing really. There was no proper friendship brewing or anything
until the magic the Blackpool Magic Convention. Then from that point we did stay in touch, and then we just carried on. We sort of spoke about the idea of doing magic. Initially we was actually competition. We used to get the same inquiries for work, and we would always be fighting. It's always
Whoever replied to the inquiry first got the gig.
yeah, literally that. And it got to the point where it was starting to get in the way of our friendship initially, and we were like, this is really frustrating. So then we thought, you know what, we just need to merge companies. So we did exactly that, and we haven't looked back since.
Amazing, and it's great that two talented magicians come together to work together. So where did it kind of start with you both going out? Was it sort of cruise ships or on the circuit? How did it work?
We had to put the act together very quickly. We put the feelers out to a lot of people that we were sort of a male double act. It's not necessarily something you see. There's some great magicians, male double acts, but it's not necessarily something you see on the circuit all the time.
Yeah.
So we put the feelers out to see if it was kind of interested, who would want that sort of act, and very quickly we had a lot of interest for holiday parks, mainly holiday parks, to be honest. So we very quickly had to put an act together, didn't we?
Yeah, we had the interest before we had the act, in all honesty. We wanted to see who'd be interested, put the feelers out, and then we went, okay, great, well, people want to see this sort of thing. So we very quickly put the show together and was like, wow, okay. And it sort of snowballed from there. We realized we needed to put loads more time in it, and it was something we started prioritizing more and loving more. Yeah, it's great.
I love it, and so here's an interesting one for you, because you're two guys coming together doing effectively, illusions and that sort of stuff. Is there kind of in every Magic Act, there's kind of like the alpha? I'm not going to say male because that would now be sexist, but the alpha magician and the assistant. Do you kind of switch that round and sort of utilize each other's in that way, or is there sort of
We've gone through phases, haven't we? Really, it's we started off as a sort of trying to one-upmanship and seeing where that would go, and now we're more equal, aren't we?
We are. We try to get rid of any of the the cliche. You have one's the magician, then you have the glamorous assistant. So I think from the very start we wanted to not come across like that, and it was always trying to make it as equal as possible.
Which is difficult.
Yeah,
because there is always a lead role.
Exactly, and a lot of illusions, if you're going to cut someone in half, then obviously the person who's going to be doing the soaring is in control. So we've just tried to make it throughout the show that the illusions and the magic we do, we sort of take it in turns, at sort of who is the lead in that specific routine sort of thing.
So what you're saying is when I pay to watch your show, which I'm going to do, one of you will not be in a skimpy lady's outfit.
Yeah, sorry.
Just so I'm not disappointed before we start.
Yeah, that would be good. But
no, that would be a good look for either of us.
To be fair, it wouldn't be good.
Yeah, when you went on the cruise ships, because I know you do your acts on the cruise ships and stuff. My thing with this is always, I always think of cruise ships rocking around the place. Is this not kind of crazy territory for an illusion act?
We don't really do the illusions on.
Do you not?
I say that the bigger ships we do a fly on act, so we fly out, we do the show, we fly back, which is ideal.
Which was a challenge initially because we are illusionists at heart. When we started doing fly-ons, we had to then fit everything into 2 suitcases each.
We like to try and make everything a lot bigger. So even if we were doing something with an envelope, maybe we'd make it into a box for no apparent reason other than the box fills the stage more.
Our motto has always been bigger is better. So then when we had to do cruise ships, when we were doing fly-ons, we were like, okay, we're going to have to now fit it into a few cases. And we still tried to sort of put as much as we could that would pop out and become bigger to put on the stage. But yeah, we've done some big cruise ships, and obviously we've done smaller things before the cruise ships. We did small sort of ferries and stuff as well, working
Which
up
was the big illusion act.
And the ferries, they are
rocky.
They are rocky, yeah.
And we did the bigger illusion act on there, which was.
But when
we
you're
did that for a few years.
We did do that for a few years, and it was great. It was absolutely great.
Which ferries were you on for that? What crossing were you doing? Because I did
the main one.
I did North Sea, which was horrific. I did that for 6 weeks and never went back. But I can imagine an illusion act on some of these crossings would be horrendous. With things flying around everywhere.
There was some nights that you would jump on top of illusion as well, because it's not like you just have to stand still. You'd be jumping on top and being quite top heavy, so you really feel it on top of an illusion. There's times where we almost sort of slipped and almost sort of fell, and
we've done a few dances as well, and
unintentionally. You sort of rock from one side to the other, but then after that, when we started doing the bigger ships, fortunately, because they're so big, it's like a
city.
It's like a little village, on the water, so you don't feel it at all. You're in a huge theatre, and in those theatres you literally can't feel anything. It feels like you're on land somewhere. It is incredible.
So, I have nothing but admiration for anybody that can do that sort of stuff, and style it out when it all goes, when it all goes crazy, because I've been there and, done that myself. So let's talk about, obviously, you've then got your act established. And then, of course, we have to bring this in as much as we don't want to. But, of course, the pandemic hit. How did that affect you guys initially?
Yeah, so... initially, we sort of put it off, and we thought, okay, pandemic, what's this all about? And as time sort of went on, we assumed maybe there'd be a few months and things would sort themselves
very naively
out. And obviously, we were completely wrong. So last year, a lot of the time we sort of spent thinking, okay, we'll get back to live stuff soon. We didn't want to do Zoom shows. We didn't want to do shows to a camera. The whole thought of it initially was really intimidating. We sort of thought you won't have that same same sort of feel when you're performing to an audience.
We didn't want to put a lot of work into something that was probably only going to last what we thought was just going to be gone again overnight.
And we were so wrong. It carried on a lot longer, and we go, okay, all right, let's have a look at these Zoom shows. Let's think about it. And then we started doing them. And initially, even when we started doing them, they were a bit, you're not getting much rapport because you have to make sure people are muted, otherwise it will ruin the quality of the performance. So everyone's muted, and you can't really hear that normal applause, which you would. But fortunately, you can see people applauding. So after we must have done, I don't know, a good 5-10 when we started going, actually, this is great. Like, it really started to change, and we started to really enjoy it. And
we
now
kind of got a feel for it, didn't we? And it became exciting. It's something different for us. It was nice to do something different. And after so many months of not doing anything at all, to be doing our show again, because the show we're doing virtually is pretty much the fly on act with a couple of illusions and a few interactive bits as well. So to keep doing that night after night and to be spreading joy at the same time at a difficult time for so many people was really, really lovely and quite exciting, wasn't it?
It was great. And now we literally don't want the shows to finish, the Zoom show stuff to stop, which is ridiculous from where we were to now going, we love these. And I know it doesn't compare to TV, but it feels very much like you're in a studio because you've got camera here, you've got a camera over there, and we've learned loads of new skills that beforehand we wouldn't have before. So it's been great.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that's kind of come out of all this, isn't it? We speak to so many people who have suddenly learnt to do their own technical and how to do camera, sound, lighting, everything to make everything work. So for you guys, where you are now, this is a warehouse that you've converted. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. We've got so back in the day, before all of this coronavirus stuff, we used to meet people who've got a meeting room. So we used to sort of meet clients here before events. And other than that, we have a lot of racking for all of our illusions. And it's just mainly a storage space. We've got our office, we've got a meeting room. And obviously, because we've got a trailer and stuff, we needed a place to store it. So it's quite a big space that we have. But it's always just been a place to either build illusions, we like to build stuff and get our hands dirty, or to store stuff. And after time, we thought, you know what, we need to now just actually to use this space, because it was such a shame to have. I mean, we had staging in flight cases and pipe and drape in flight cases and all the moving heads and the lights.
That's the thing, all of the stuff was sitting here. This is all stuff that we had. We haven't gone out the way to buy anything special. This is stuff that we had in-house when we were doing taking the production to events and doing our own staging and stuff as well. So
we've always loved technology and lights and haze.
That's the fun bit, right?
And stuff like that. It's great. So now it's just awesome that we go, do you know what? Let's get the flight cases off the shelf. Let's bring them down. So we just could get everything out and play with it, because that's essentially what we've done. And it's weird if you look outside of this sort of the safe zone. Then it's a unit and
a messy unit,
and we've got illusions that we're building. So sawdust is all over there, and there's all sorts over there. But this space on camera looks great.
It's the magic of TV. I mean, we're the same here. You should see this place. It's just a wreck everywhere. But this 6 foot that we're in is fine, and that's all that matters. So that's good stuff. Listen, I know you've got a show starting very shortly indeed. So we're going to jump to Ruthie right now, who's listening on. And she's got some questions for you this evening from our viewers out there. So, Ruthie, how are you?
Hello. Good, thanks.
Good.
How are
Have you
you?
got some questions?
So many questions. We have indeed. Hi, Jay and Joss. How are you?
Hey.
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. It's nice to finally meet you virtually.
Yeah, lovely to meet you too.
Okay, we've got so much love for you out there. We've got lots of people that obviously know you and have seen your shows, and they're all just jumping on saying that you're absolutely fabulous. And if anyone gets the chance to buy tickets, then definitely do it. I'll put all the links in the stream as well, so you can no one will miss out. Right, okay, but the questions, so many. I've got to choose just a few. Right, we're going to start with this one from David Burton. Hi, David. He wants to know, which is your favourite illusion to perform, and which one makes the audience gasp?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah. So we have talking about sort of, I guess it sort of filed from the first illusion that we bought, obviously was Soaring in Half, but we have a variation of that where there's clear boxes. So it sort of breaks all the stereotypes of of how it could possibly work. Jay goes inside the box, and it's clear boxes, and the blades go through the center, and you could see his legs and his feet one end, and you could see his head and body the other end, and I think that sort of tends to. Would you agree that I think that one's one of the ones that really sort of makes me go, what?
Yeah.
It's something that we saw when we were younger, and watching other magicians perform variations of something very similar, and the feeling we felt when we watched that perform live, even knowing a little bit about illusions at the time, and it was sort of like, wow, how on earth have they managed to do that?
How is that even possible? How? Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. I like it when you sort of see something and it gives you that inspiration to then progress into into doing something even greater yourself. Ruthie, back to you. Let's fly through these because we've got these boys who are doing a show soon, so we've got to get these questions out. Go for it.
Okie dokie. Right, we've got Ricky Gould. Hi, Ricky. He says, all right, lads, we have identical twin boys aged 5, and my dad really wants them to get into magic. Do you have any tips we could of magic that we could try with them to see if they were interested or enjoyed it?
Oh, that's nice. That's great. Definitely. The biggest thing people underestimate, and it sounds simple and sounds really obvious, is to practice. There's so much involved in magic, and it's not necessarily just learning the trick. Everything that goes along with it, the presentation, the misdirection, the audience management, everything then they're tiny details. And if you can pick up tiny little tips from different videos, different performers, it all goes into making that one routine, that one trick that you perform so much better and so much more captivating and so much more falling. And yeah, putting the work in 100% is the best thing that can be done.
Yeah, I think there's things like Marvin's Magic and things like that. I think a lot of people tend to sort of overlook it. And when you learn any magic, you tend to overlook the simplicity of it. I think it's difficult, even when you're young or when you're older, it's difficult to pick up a prop. When you find out how it works, it's a bit sort of like, it's a bit disappointing. So I think you have to hold on to that feeling when you first saw the magic, how mind-blowing it was, and how your mind started going down loads of different avenues thinking how it could work. And when you got the trick and worked out, okay, it was a bit disappointing. So you have to really hold on to that first feeling. And yeah, I think it's a good place to start. Did you say they were 5 years old?
5-year-old twins, identical, yeah.
Yeah. So Marvin's Magic is amazing. There's so many different sort of sets from Marvin's Magic, and they go from really sort of simple stuff, and you have some really cool sort of bigger props as well. So there's all sorts of stuff that
You've
they
got
do.
a really cool modern tech magic kit, which
Yeah.
is all like phone magic and pulling things out of phone and holograms, and it's really cool actually. So it's definitely worth checking out.
And there's a freaky body illusions one, which is always great. And I used to always perform it, and there's like an arm which you pull out, and it does all real crazy stuff, and you twist your head round all the way. There's some really cool stuff, so check it out. Marvin's Magic.
Amazing.
Check
Love
out
it.
myself.
Back to you, Ruthie.
Great stuff. Although I think you're going to have to watch out, because if they get the bug and they
Enjoy magic in 20 years' time, boys. You're going to have some competition. So
Yeah,
that's true.
watch
And do you
that
know
one.
what? We love watching magic, so
We
fair
do.
play. We'd love to see the show.
If they go and start doing a show, make sure they get in touch with us so we can see it. We'd love
And
to watch
show
it.
them this video that happened 20 years ago.
There you go.
That started.
How
on their
amazing would
career.
that
That would be great. That would be great.
Okay, I think you might have already kind of answered this one in a way, but it'd be good to delve into it a little bit deeper. So Harry Stedman wants to know, do you prefer traditional illusions or more modern original illusions? If that makes sense. So a more modern twist on sort of the older ones, or do you prefer the definitely old ones?
Sure. I think we prefer the modern style. A lot of magic is based upon the same principles anyway. So as much as you want to make it look really new, it could be something which has been in books for years or has been performed by people for years. So I think, yeah, if we can take an illusion which looks really modern, looks like people haven't seen it before, that would be great. A lot of our props, like our illusions, are quite metal. It's quite industrial looking. We like stuff to be quite cool like that. We try and go away from the sort of the top hats and bunny rabbits and that sort of style of props, and we like to have things that look quite cool.
Purely
so-
because it fits our style
Yeah,
and our
yeah.
image.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's when we look at illusions, we just like to go for things that look quite flashy and we're young, so we try and sort of make the magic feel young and yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Nice.
Yes. Ruthie, back to you.
Okie dokie. So I've got a funny feeling there might be a bit of a backstory to this question. We've got Stacey Westell.
Oh.
I hope I've said that correctly. She says, Jay and Josh, your biggest fan Jake would like to know if you have any more tricks he can practice.
Oh, wow.
Biggest fan Jake.
I know. I feel like we should. There's a few Jakes.
There is a few Jakes. I'm just trying to think. We can't see the screen, or we can't see.
Yeah,
any
we
of the
don't know.
comments,
So we're not sure which Jake it could be.
we'll have to go back and look.
But I'm sure he might. It may be someone that's already bought some magic through our website or something.
Possibly.
So if so, there's lots of other tricks on there. I don't know if he may have had the magic cards where they vanish.
Send us an email. Get in touch.
Yeah,
or
we'd-
send us a message on the Facebook page.
we'd
We'll be
love
able
to help.
sort something out.
Anyone who's trying to get into magic or would like to learn more about magic, feel free to send us a message, and
Yeah,
if we
that's
can
great.
help, we will.
So we've put your bits in the chat as well, but we'll obviously
there
push
you
that as well. So from your website, you actually sell magic as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do. Yeah, we've got a couple of our favourite tricks that sort of when we were
Amazing.
getting into magic, and even now, sometimes still we perform a couple of the bits that are on there.
Yeah.
they're nice and easy. They're highly effective, and they get good reactions.
Great. I think that's a good thing if anybody wants to get into to magic. Maybe have a little look at that and see what you got. We're going back to Ruthie.
Lovely. Okay, we've got, I'm not sure, obviously this lady knows you. So this is Debbie Zaccarillo. I hope I've said that right. I'm getting all the names.
Yes.
Is that right?
What she said.
Wonderful. She said, I don't know if I'm giving something away here. She says, hi, I'm Lewis' mum, and going to Magic Circle every month is such a great thing for the kids to do if they're
Yes.
really serious. So
That's a great point.
100%.
So back to the younger ones earlier who were trying to get into magic. So yeah, that's Debbie, my mum.
Is that your mum?
Yeah, that's my mum. Yeah, thanks,
Hello, Mum.
Debbie.
Hi, Mum.
So thanks, Mum. So no, it's a really good point though. When I was younger, I used to go to the Young Magicians Club, which is the Magic Circle's youth initiative. And if anyone is getting into magic, you have to be 10 years old, and as soon as you're 10, you can go to the Magic Circle headquarters. You can join,
Which is a really magical and amazing place.
It
in
is,
itself.
it is amazing. And from the age of 10 to the age of 18, you can go there once a month. They will teach you magic. There's lectures on. You see other magicians perform and talk about magic. It's not necessarily just about the tricks. They also talk about performance skills. So there's so much you can learn from it. And you can meet some amazing people as well. When I was younger, I bumped into loads of huge magicians, and it was an amazing experience to be able to do. And that's all been from the YMC, the Young Magicians Club. So that's
You got
something
to work with Paul Daniels.
yeah. So
Amazing.
yeah, Paul was there, and I got to work with Paul and Debbie, and that was all from the YMC, from the Young Magicians Club. So it's an amazing place, and you can bump into all the right people and learn loads of amazing things.
Love it. Good advice. Okay, Ruthie, we got time for one more. So what have you got?
Great. Okay, let me have a little look. So this question, we want to know, if you had all the resources available to you and all the money in the world available to you, and you could do one trick from past or something maybe that you've got your mind set on that you would really love to do, what trick would that be and why?
I'll let you answer this.
There's so many. The list is endless. If we won the lottery, I don't know what we'd do, but yeah, there is a whole host of tricks that we would go. We would love to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So what springs to mind?
Well, every year, usually every year, we would go to Vegas to watch lots of magicians perform.
There's a big magic convention over there as well. So
David Copperfield and Chris Angel have huge shows, with some really big props. So I mean, if we won the lottery, we would love to be buying some grand scale props and making helicopters appear and maybe aeroplanes and all sorts of crazy stuff.
just times and everything by 10. and
everything
just up
bigger and better.
the envelopes that became the boxes become.
There's two magicians called the Ehrlich brothers, which we completely admire, and they have even bigger than anything else I've seen. They have the biggest show we've ever seen, and last time we saw it, it was performed at was it the O2 Arena?
Yeah.
I think they've got another one coming, so you have to check it out. But they were doing magic with monster trucks and all sorts. So we would love to head in that direction one day.
Amazing. Gents, it's been a pleasure this evening. I know you've got a show tonight at 7:00. I won't keep you much longer. Just for anybody that wants to see your show, I know tonight's sold out, and they do sell out very quick. Where can people find out if they want to come and watch a show? Where do they need to go?
So the best place to go is either the website or the Facebook page. We've got shows every Thursday, every Friday, every Saturday, 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. So
if they just go to jayandjoss.co.uk, that's our website, and you can find tickets available for sale on there.
Amazing. I have a feeling we'll be there Saturday night because we've just agreed we're doing that because we haven't got a show Saturday night, so we shall be there Saturday.
Brilliant.
Hopefully with some of our other guests out there, our other viewers out there who want to come and see some magic and illusion. Looking forward to it. Yeah. You've got a show this evening. We've got to let you get ready and get set because you're off in about 47 minutes. No, 47 minutes. What am I talking about? About 18 minutes, something like that.
18 minutes.
So, yeah, we don't want to keep you too long.
No, that's cool.
Gents, it's been an absolute pleasure. The love for you on the chat is amazing, saying what nice guys you are. I completely agree. It's been an absolute pleasure. Have a wonderful show this evening, and we'll see you Saturday. It's happening. Ladies and
Amazing
gentlemen.
stuff.
That'd be
Thank
great.
you so much for having us.
No, really appreciate it. It's been awesome fun.
Been a
and,
pleasure.
we'll see you Saturday.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jay and Joss, thank you very much. See you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
You're watching StageToStream.tv live from the Neverland Theatre. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. Thanks there to Jay and Joss, fabulous magic and illusionists there, who were off to perform a show right now. You can't watch it tonight because their show is fully booked. However, you can book tickets to go and watch online, as they did say. And we're going to be there Saturday night. We're going to go and watch it, probably the late show, whatever that is. But we will be there. So wonderful. Thanks so much to you two for joining us this evening. That was fun. I enjoyed that. Ruthie, did you enjoy that?
Oh, I love magic.
It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to watch that. We'll get tickets and we'll go and watch it.
And so nice to see two people just so passionate about what they do.
And happy people.
Happy.
Nice people.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
We get a lot of nice people on this show.
Yeah, we do. It just makes you feel happy, doesn't it? It's good. Anyway.
So, yeah, good. Now listen, we've got lots going on over the next few weeks.
So much.
Lots and lots. We are going to be filming socially distanced, and I'm thinking that what we might do with this is we might film the filming of some of the socially distant stuff that we do, of how we create Wizard of Oz. So this could be quite interesting, but we'll give you a sort of behind the scenes look, because we are going to film Wizard of Oz for Easter, which is going to be our online show that you can rent over Easter. And what we're going to do is we're going to film this one, obviously because we're still in lockdown, but we need to get it done because we've got other shows to do as well. We're going to be filming each person individually over separate days. So the characters never actually meet physically like we did with Alice in Wonderland before. It's insane because, you know, I'm filming, reading, doing all this side of it, and we are completely socially distanced and they work alone. But when it comes together, everyone will be together, talking together, working, and appearing together. It's amazing. So we're going to be doing that, and I think we're going to try and get some. We're setting up some cameras to do some filming footage, and Ruth's going to also do some filming of that as well. I'm just seeing her face looking very excited.
I was more excited about the fact that I'm wondering if you're going to show them clips of you skipping around in a chroma green morph suit.
That might happen. I don't know. It could happen. Yeah, so it's very exciting, but we're going to try and give you a bit of behind the scenes viewing of that over the next couple of weeks. We're starting filming next week. Just finishing the script now, but that'll be something completely bizarre and unique that you won't see anywhere because nobody's doing it. Yeah, exciting. So that's
Very
happening.
exciting.
Ruth, what's going on in chat?
Right, well, I've had to scroll up a bit because this made me giggle.
Go on.
Have you got your button ready?
Yes,
It's,
I will be ready.
David's joke of the day.
Oh, okay. No,
Yeah.
I'm ready this time.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
He said, my dad, Simon, had a magic act with his brother where they had to saw him in half. It went badly wrong one night, so after that, they were known as Simon and Half Uncle.
Not only that, but that also deserves this. Well done, sir. That's why you are a comedy writer. And Ruth is the great storyteller that she is. That was a good one, that. David, thank you.
Oh, that's a long round of applause, that, isn't
Well, it
it?
deserved it. Thank you.
Still going.
Shh. Shh. Good. Okay. So we're back to you, Ruthie.
There you go. No, I just thought I'd bring that up. It was, no, Leanne Unsworth, no wet trumpets. Thank you.
What?
Leanne Unsworth just popped in and said hashtag wet trumpet. It doesn't, no.
Everyone likes my wet trumpet.
Apart from me, apparently. Anyway.
Oh.
So yeah, we've got lots coming on. So we're doing.
You've got your fun fact of the day. I've got my wet trumpet. So
There you go.
there you go.
Now listen.
Go on.
What was I going to say? We're doing the filming, obviously. So we've got
All that going on. And we've also got the Parking Lot Social.
Yes,
haven't
that's
we?
happening.
We haven't
Yeah.
spoke about that for a while.
No, we're going to be touring that in April and May. England tour will be in April. Scottish tour will be in May. We are doing that. That's exciting. Yeah, that's Wizard of Oz, and we also have other things that we can't quite talk about yet.
when can we tell them?
I know it's very exciting. It's probably one of our biggest and most unusual projects, and something I'm really, really, really excited about. And it's happening summer. It's something that's happening in this area. And it's very exciting, but we're going to be announcing it maybe over the week at some point as soon as we can. But it's very, very exciting for us and for those that are coming to play with us.
Yeah.
There you go.
I want to tell them now.
Well, we can't.
Oh,
I know. It's exciting, but we need to put things in place.
how about now?
No,
Now?
no,
Now?
no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good. So, if you want to get in touch this evening, get in touch with Ruthie.
07510.
She's still on the phone.
Followed by 891, then 005. Let's get social.
She couldn't do sound language.
That's 07510.
Of course.
Followed by 891, then 005.
Yeah, don't do that. That's rubbish, Ruth. Well
Yeah,
done.
no, it was harder than I thought.
Yeah.
And then I thought, because
what
we're
she
doing
said.
it that way, but then they're watching me, so does that mean it's going to be back to front?
I don't know. It's harder than you thought.
Does that show as 8 or 3 and 5?
8.
Oh no, wait, that. Oh, I don't know. Just leave it there.
Well, I just played a wet trumpet for
I
you.
know, I heard. It was horrendous, as always.
Yeah. What else you got to talk about?
Well, no. No, I don't want to hear any more wet trumpets from you, thank you. Anyway, listen.
I have sent a message today to Steve over at Lincolnshire Wildlife Park. Hello, Steve. Because we are moving on. That we would. I don't think he's replied to me yet, or he might have done.
Parrot cam.
Well, no, that I sent him a message and said that I would like to well, the theatre in itself would like to sponsor a parrot, preferably one that swears, but if not, it don't matter, we can teach it.
I think that's the right thing to say. Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. So I'm waiting to hear from Steve because we want to We want to sponsor a parrot at Lincolnshire Wildlife Park, and we're working on it. And I think that would be very exciting because although, I can't have one full time, or maybe I can, I don't know, but I can have one, that we can maybe zoom across to a camera every now and again and go, watch your swear word of the week, because parrots are allowed to swear and it's not offensive. It's just funny.
Yeah.
Like if a dog could swear, it'd be worth millions. I keep trying, but it won't. Yeah.
Flaptin Morgan.
Oh, you've come up with some names, haven't you, for the parrot that we are looking to sponsor?
Yeah.
So go on, give us your parrot names. Maybe somebody in the audience can come up with something better. I don't know, but yours are good.
Well,
Go on, give us it.
I went with Flaptin Morgan as top of the list because of Captain Morgan, who was a pirate on the bottle of rum. But obviously, pirates have parrots, and Flaptin, because he's got, flapping wings.
I agree.
Yeah, so Flaptin Morgan.
It's a good one.
Thanks. I thought so.
Can I just keep Harry Steadman happy because he said, can we get some steel drummage rather than wet trumpet?
Steel drums are our favourite drum.
All
There we
day
go.
long.
Like to keep people happy. So you've got Flapton Morgan. What else you got?
Stephen Squawking.
Depends how he talks, I suppose. Wow. Pat McGroin.
What? Well, that's not birdy or feathery in the slightest.
I didn't get that, and I've just literally done exactly what was intended of me saying it out loud of going, Pat McGroin? Don't get that. Pat McGroin. Do you get it, Ruth?
Well, yes, I do.
I do now.
Don't think
Brilliant.
it's a very, very funny at all.
Well, I think it's so funny. Adam gets Pat McGroin. Brilliant. Oh. I might even throw in a round of applause on that. That's good. Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah. Absolutely fell for that. Didn't get it. I was like, Pat McGroin doesn't make sense. But there you go. You got me. Whew, that was good. What else you got, Ruthie?
Well, we've got David Burton.
Pat McGroin.
David Burton's popped in with Paul McCourtney. Macaw is a parrot, isn't it?
Or you could have Macaulay Culkin.
Squawking. Macaulay Squawking.
Brilliant.
There's one.
Yeah, there you go. What else have you got?
Well, it depends if it's a boy or a girl. If it's a girl, it could be Polly Parton.
Polly Parton.
Do you know you call parrots?
It would
Polly,
have
don't you?
big parrot.
Feathers.
Yeah, good. What else you got? Is that it?
Meryl Cheap was another one, but they don't really cheep. It's more of a squawk, isn't it? So
Yeah.
Christopher Squawkin.
Christopher Squawkin's
Now,
good.
If he spoke like Christopher,
Hello.
what was that?
I don't know.
No, he puts like really long pauses in, doesn't he? When he talks. I can't do it. I sound
Yeah.
like Leonard
well-
Nimoy.
No, you don't. You sound like Finding Nimoy.
What? Oh no.
Oh,
Anyway,
a lost fish.
yeah. So if you've got any other names out there for birds,
Brilliant.
parrots,
Top chat.
let us know.
And of course, if you want to join us on Saturday night or any other night that they're streaming their show, jump on their website, get tickets and give them some support. Go and see their Magic and Illusion show. It is jandjoss.co.uk and have a look at their virtual magic shows. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Saturday night, something to do.
That's good.
Yeah. And tonight, what we're watching tonight, because that's exciting, isn't it?
Oh, it's kind of magic-y as well.
Online again, supporting theatre. What are we watching?
The Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Exactly. That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that. It's on. You can find it on Facebook, I believe.
Shall I pop the link in?
Yeah, pop the link in.
I'll do
We like to,
Although I asked them if they wanted to come on the show and nobody got back to me.
I think sometimes people see the content of this show and go,
Like
"I'm
last
not-
night."
I'm not putting serious theatre on this. It's cack."
Who says that nowadays?
Well, people watching that go, "I'm not putting the show on this."
Oh dear. Right,
There you
so
go.
I can't find it. Where is it? I've spelled it wrong. That's why. Oh no.
So we'll pop that in the chat as well for you, because we're going to watch that tonight. It's a Sorcerer's Apprentice. It was filmed where?
Southwark Playhouse.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
I went there. That's where I
Looks
went to
amazing.
go and see Banana Man.
Brilliant.
And it's really bizarre because I've never been in there before.
Brace yourself. There we go.
Oh, well, no, I was going to say that when you go in, I mean, it's very small. It's very, very tight seating. But when you go in, you enter through the stage. So they have you been in there?
No.
Oh, so they have like well, I'm assuming it's the same for all the shows. There's like a scaffold, and then that's got doors in it. But then that is backstage. But then that's where the cafe is, and that's where you enter in. So
Brilliant.
you enter in, go under the scaffolding, so you're technically on the stage. It's not like a raised stage. It's like a
Great. You could just say you just enter from a different entrance, and you know what that is.
It's Ruth's Fun Fact of the Day.
Making stories longer than they should be. There we
Well,
go.
it just made me wonder.
Brilliant.
what
Don't carry on.
happened.
Listen. Don't carry on. Shush. Listen. David Burton's just come on with another absolute corker. I'm ready for this one as well. You can get the more expensive parrots on hire purchase. Brilliant. Brilliant. It's a smaller trumpet. Oh, good stuff. There you go. So that was a good gag. Well done.
Right, do you know what?
Yeah, go on.
I've just got that because I read it. I didn't get it when you said it.
What do you mean you didn't get it?
Well, I was looking at something else. I was finding the link for Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Oh, right, okay.
But now I've read it. Hire perches, as in when they sit on a perch, but a higher one.
You don't need to explain
but
it.
someone-
You don't need to explain the gag, Ruth.
But
If you didn't
those
get
that
it,
are
you're an idiot.
listening, but some people might be listening on the radio. They're probably not, but they might be, and they wouldn't have got because you didn't explain it.
I don't need to explain it. They're on hire purchase. Make of it what you will, Ruth, but that was funny. David, don't be despondent by
Oh,
Ruth's...
it's not David's joke. It was your delivery.
Well, don't be despondent by David's joke writing, because that was brilliant.
It was brilliant.
Yes.
It's just your terrible delivery.
My delivery is as good as DHS.
DHS, don't
Yeah.
they sell sofas?
Yeah, probably.
Not actually. Do you know what? Some of the delivery drivers the delivery drivers around here.
You've not even had a drink tonight, Ruth.
They've I've got my
Squash. Do you know what they do now?
What?
I think it's just because they get bored of delivering all the parcels here.
What, here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's that ongoing meme where everyone's like, they do the different deliveries about some people that take their time and certain companies just sort of like lob it and that happens around here frequently.
Yeah, anything that comes from Amazon gets lobbed in.
yeah, but
I think this is because I think people get annoyed with delivering to Neverland because I hire really heavy things. I buy really heavy things. Like, for instance, I bought the biggest bag of dog food because it's grain-free and it's specialist stuff, but I discovered you can get it on Amazon. So why would I go all the way to the pet shop, lug it into my car when Amazon can deliver it? The driver, not just one, but two. They're really heavy. And they arrive in a box, padded as well. And he just lobs them in. He's not happy. He hates me.
do you know what the
Go on.
thing? Right. So any of you that have been to the theatre, you'll notice at the front doors they're like green foresty kind of.
Trees.
Yeah, it's
Woodland.
covered. It's covered.
It's
So
Neverland.
It's covered mainly because we don't want to see the street. But anyway, it's covered. But because of that, even though the door is always unlocked, apart from at night time, obviously then it's locked. Or if we're not there, then we lock it then. But when we are there, which at the minute is all the time, the door is always unlocked.
Just brace yourself. The outcome of this is going to be that the door is always unlocked, but they never try the door. They either press the bell or just, whatever.
Yeah, well, that was what I was
Well,
gonna
hold on. I'll come back to you to tell the story. That's basically it. Probably want to go and make a cup of tea.
Leanne just said the delivery man lobbed my parcel at me yesterday, then snapped a picture of me holding it. We had a strange delivery driver around here who kept taking pictures of my feet. He took when he
Ruth,
brought the
he was a
parcels in.
pervert. There's right. You went down in your little flip flops with your toes out, and he went, "Oh, I've got to take a picture of it at your feet. Can I get both of your feet in this picture?" And took a picture of it, and you were like, "Yeah, sure." And then only afterwards did you question the fact that he needed your toes in a photo. He was a pervert.
No, it was the third time that happened. That's when it clicked.
Yeah, and when he delivers to
Maybe it
me,
wasn't
the
right.
same guy, he goes, "All right, mate, here's your package," and drives off.
Where's he from? Wales?
No, he's from Cockney.
Anyway,
True story.
can I finish my story?
Yeah, but before that, we've not got long left because it's time to finish. Really, we're making
All
the
right,
show
well,
an
stop
hour.
talking.
No, but I'm just
Come
going
on.
to say, David Burton said that my delivery was impeccable.
You've done it again, though. That's wrong.
Thank you, David. You're absolutely right. It was impeccable. Ruth's now going to come back and explain how I should deliver that by saying, like a parrot, impeccable.
Yes.
But let's go to
Yeah.
Ruth now so she can ruin more gags before we finish this evening. Ruth, over to you.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. That you should have enunciated it better so people on the radio.
That's not how comedy works.
Yeah, but David's written it as in peck with a K.
Yes, but that's not how comedy works.
It doesn't matter.
Somebody doesn't spell out a gag for idiots like you in the audience that don't understand it. That would be rubbish. That delivery was impeccable. That's rubbish.
Yeah,
It was
that's
impeccable. That's it. Make of it what you will. Thanks.
Peckable.
Yeah. Ruth, give it up. This is why I do the stand-up and David writes it and you criticise.
I only criticise your delivery. That's
Yeah,
it.
well, I'm giving
anyway,
you a wet trumpet.
Listen.
Right now. You take that trumpet.
Done.
And a bell.
Right, listen, because it's 7:02.
I know. We were making this to an hour, and now look, you've
I'm
done.
not
You've ruined
finished.
it by.
I'm not finished. Well, should we keep it for tomorrow?
What is it?
No, it's too late now.
What is it?
Well, it was a story about the delivery drivers.
Quickly then. This can be a fun fact of the day.
Well,
Go.
it's not a fact. So
I'm giving you 30 seconds. Go.
No, 'cause it's
Just
not
tell
a
the
fact,
story,
it's a
Ruth.
story.
Just tell the story. Go.
Right, so listen. Everyone that's been here knows that we have the doors
Covered because we don't want to see it out on the street because it's Prince George Street. But anyway, and there is a sign on the door handle that says pull. And like I say, it's always open. Unless we're not in, then obviously it's not open. Or if it's nighttime, then obviously it's closed. But we're generally in because, pandemic, don't go anywhere. So it's unlocked, but the doors are open. Now listen, people get... Have you turned me off? Hello? Oh, no, he's still there. Now, the delivery drivers are getting confused by this. And they just sort of stand looking at the door and like, oh, it's not... And then they leave. But we see them on the cameras, it's a bit frustrating. So I sellotaped a note to the door that says, door is open, please pull handle. Didn't happen. They would read the thing and then push and nothing would happen. So then they would leave again. So then I added a picture of the doorbell, which is one of those Ring doorbells, that you can see and talk to people through. So I put a picture of that on it and said, press this bell if problem with door. It's quite straightforward. Anyway, the people were pressing the picture on the notice. Oh, that's it.
It's Ruth's Fun Fact of the Day.
So then I had to add an arrow to it that said, and then I put a thing on the bottom of that said, don't press this picture, follow the arrow.
There's more. To summarise, delivery men couldn't open door, so Ruth put sign open door, didn't work,
guide.
did a bell, didn't work, rubbish. Anyway, so step-by-step guide, that's what happened.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that's all we've got time for this evening. You've ruined everything, Ruth. Say goodnight.
Night.
See you tomorrow. Who's on tomorrow night?
Steve Gillard is on tomorrow night.
Excellent. And we've got some wonderful guests next week as well, haven't we? Do you want to tell us quickly about that?
But we're going to start off on Monday with Ross Gunning bringing friends.
He's back, yes.
He's
but
coming back.
Friends. Oh, friends.
What?
West End friends.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
We've also got, listen, Mike Rangatang. Just waiting for the confirmation.
Okay, well, that needs to happen.
He's in there. The band called G's coming back, having another
Excellent.
little chat. We've got Tommy Ballum. He's a fabulous children's entertainer, and he's actually trying to crack a world record at the minute for the biggest online Zoom party. So that's going to be exciting. And Paul Gosling as well, hopefully we're popping by. So lots of people.
Yeah, and also Steve Hewlett's going to come back as well, but in a different guise. That's happening.
And Joseph Price at some point.
Excellent.
Yes, I think maybe Monday.
And Kessler Lewis and a few others as well that have contacted me this afternoon, which is nice. Yeah, well, it's been fun. Say goodnight, Ruthie.
Good night, Ruthie.
It's been an absolute pleasure entertaining you this evening. Hope you've enjoyed yourself here at StagetoStream.tv. Whatever you're doing tonight, have a nice evening. If you're joining us on Saturday, we're going to go and watch The Magic Show with Jay and Joss. That's going to be fun. And, of course, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Check that out on Facebook. Ruth's waving at me. What do you want, Ruth?
Harry's said a joke.
Great.
Harry Stedman. He said, "Good night, everyone."
Is Ross bringing the Rembrandts? Because Ross is from Friends, and he said he's bringing Friends, and Rembrandt sang.
I'm going to cut you off there because that's awful. Anyway, hope you've had a good evening this evening. Do stay safe wherever you are until we can get back in the theatre together. Stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Good night.